Hey everybody, it's been a while. Yeah, one of these. I just got done seeing Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantumanium. What I think, the consequences will never be the same is what I think. No. To just give you quick back knowledge if you don't know what this movie's about. It's the third Ant-Man film, newest one in the Marvel series. In this one, Ant-Man and the Ant family, his pseudo family, get sucked into a warp hole that send them to the quantum realm, which is the super tiny micro universe that lives under the normal universe people like us live in. While there, they find out about Kang, the man exiled for reasons. Yeah, I'm gonna spoil the crap out of this movie. So if you don't care, you can keep listening. But this is your warning to back away now. The spoiler being, they beat Kang and go back to the normal world, and everyone's happy. So yeah, that's kind of the setup for the movie. Things I liked. Kang was okay. I don't know. I liked his character. He was kind of a fine villain. I wouldn't say he was like super standoutish, like Loki's comedic timing, or like Thanos being super big and imposing. He's kind of like just this dude who you don't really know much about, other than like apparently he's very powerful. He's the strongest dude around in the Quantumverse. So yeah, this movie like also looks pretty good too. I think the CGI is fine. It's not offensive. I think in some spots it doesn't look great, but it's fine. Okay. So let's actually talk about like the movie. The movie itself kind of sucks. It's not really that great a movie. Where Thor was like bad because just it became jokes the movie and none of them were that great, and it was just kind of annoying to watch. This movie just has a bunch of characters that aren't telling really funny jokes, and then like tries to have this really moral message. Okay, so like just kind of starting off, like, so Ant-Man's daughter is now like a preteen now, or like a teen, I guess. I don't know. I think she's like 15 or 16. I don't really remember. And she like already at the beginning of the movie was arrested for like doing activism. She's protesting something. I think it's the police. Again, I don't really remember all that much. And like Ant-Man's like, hey, I understand that you want to go out there and be an activist, but hey, maybe there are ways to do it, like so you don't get arrested and stuff. And like I kind of understood it from like, he's her dad and she's like not an adult yet. I don't think she's an adult yet. I'm gonna be very clear about that. I don't think she's an adult yet. If she was an adult, like 18, maybe I'd think differently about it. But I'm just kind of like, hey, you should listen to your dad, Cassie. Don't get arrested by the cops yet. And then everyone in the family's like, nah, fuck it. Just go out there and do it. And, Cassie's giving him shit because she's like, you don't ever fight the real problems, Dad. You stay silent while people suffer. And I'm like, okay. I'm something of a progressive myself, but okay. This dialogue's really forced. Okay, let's just keep going. So then like, the entire time, oh yeah, so there's Janet Van Dyne, who's Hank Pym's wife they saved in the second movie, and like Hope Pym's daughter, Hope Pym's mom, not daughter. And Hope Pym is like constantly like, hey mom, I'm glad you're back. So what was it like being in the quantum realm? Because like, I haven't really bonded with you since you've been gone for like, I don't know, like 30 years. And we didn't really have much of a childhood growing up. So she's like constantly wanting her mom to talk about the quantum realm. And her mom's like, I can't talk about it. It's like this trauma that just I don't want to talk about. I'm glad that I'm back though. And it's like, okay, well, hey, me and Dad have a surprise to show you. Me, Dad, and Hope, we've all been working on like a gateway to the quantum realm. And like, oh hey, I sent a message over there, so maybe someone will talk back to us. And it's just like, okay. And then at that point she freaks out. Janet Van Dyne freaks out because she's like, no, you don't know what's on the other side there. And it's like, of course they don't know, Janet. You didn't tell them anything, Janet. What are you doing? So everyone gets sucked into the other like world, and then it becomes more of like a weird kind of Guardians of the Galaxy feel in terms of like weird space environments, but they just kind of look like a mess of spores. They don't like weird spore trees and spore villages. It's just like, it's not anything super colorful or fantastic. They get sucked into this world, and Janet like knows a dude there, and like wants everyone to hide because she's like, I can't tell you, we shouldn't be here, things are bad. But it's like she's never telling them anything. And so there's this great scene later on in the movie where they're at like a bar, and this guy's like, that I guess like Jan's been fucking, is like, oh well, I guess you haven't been telling them the truth about how we all met, and in your life here. And Hope's like, my mother would never lie. It's like, what? Your entire reason for being here is because your mother lied. What? So yeah, just there's a lot of stuff like that where it's like the characters just are written badly so the plot can exist. There's a great scene where like Pym, like, because they get trapped in the quantum realm. They don't have a way back, and like they're just trying to walk and follow Janet and figure out how to get back. And like they're at a bar, and Pym's just like, I don't know, give me anything to get me drunk. And I'm like, Pym, now is not the time to be drunk. What are you doing? Paul Rudd, yeah. So Paul Rudd's in this movie. He's kind of just getting strong-armed by Kang most of the movie, but like, it's not fun Paul Rudd. It's more like Paul Rudd is just like, because I'm kind of forced to do what Kang wants, which is get his time MacGuffin to work so he can escape the quantum realm. So he goes and does that. I mean, there's like a cool scene where there's like a bunch of him, quantum hymns, because he's in like a possibility singularity or something like that. Whatever. I mean, it's cool. You get to see a bunch of hymns and they're all crawling over each other, and Janet goes in, not Janet, Hope in the Wasp outfit goes in and saves her. I mean, the entire movie is just like basically summed up as like, Janet is a liar and should have, or not really a liar, but like should have probably told everybody about Kang, because he was a problem, a big problem if he would have got out, seeing as how he's like secretly a villainous time traveler that she helped out, and he enslaved the quantum realm. That's why he's evil. And Kang has many powers, like the ability to freeze people when they're running away from him, but wasn't able to freeze Janet when she was going to like blow up his MacGuffin so he couldn't leave the quantum realm, which they show as like a flashback. I don't know why he didn't freeze her then. They don't really explain that. Like, things just happen, and the movie doesn't care if you care. There's a scene where like early on where like when they're in the quantum realm so they can understand the quantum people, there's this ritual that you have to go through that like you eat this goop and then you can hear everybody. But like they establish that Scott needs to eat the goo by, mind you, Scott and Casey got kidnapped at the same time when they went to this goo village. And Casey just like at some point beforehand off screen ate the goo and is like, Dad, eat the goo. And it's like, what? Okay, I guess, cool. Like a lot of just stuff like that happens where it's like stuff is happening and we wrote things happening off screen and just go with it. So yeah, then they just beat Kang, use his ship to go back, and then I think kill Kang. Really unsure if they just trap him or kill him. But the super secret end is, oh, there's a bunch of other Kangs and there's a multiverse of Kangs, which is not what Kang is in the comics. Kang isn't like a multiverse dude. He's like a dude who just time travels and there's different points in time versions of him. It's not like a multiverse of him. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, overall, I mean, it was just kind of boring. I mean, there's a funny scene at the end where Scott's like, yeah, everything's great. Kang got defeated, I think. I mean, I think he got defeated. I mean, yeah, he probably got defeated. But like, wait, He did say that if we didn't set him free, then we were going to be destroyed by a bunch of people. Oh, that's probably bad. That's bad. I'm not going to think about it right now. Literally just doing what Janet did that got them into this mess in the first place. Really dumb. But yeah, overall, not a good movie. Really, really, really big letdown. Marvel has not been swinging good. Both Thor, Love and Thunder were bad, and this was bad. Black Panther's sin was just really not having the star power to really hold its own. I mean, I know that sucks to hear, but honestly, you can really feel it that like not having someone in that movie to really draw really kind of kills a lot of your interest in some of the characters. But I could say Black Panther you could maybe watch, but the others have just been sleep. I did like Doctor Strange a lot though. Yeah. But anyway, that's it. This is just my quick high opinion, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.